TV. Thanks for joining us for our first episode. We thought it was perfect to launch today as it's International Women's Day.
Yay! And we're wearing purple to support the purpleness of the Women's Day.
Today's episode, we are featuring Bracken, the incredible woman behind Ability Surf. How incredible was it hanging out with Em the other day?
She's so amazing and so inspiring, so we're so happy to have her as the first one.
Stay tuned for more from ATMO TV.
Yay! See you soon!
So Ability Surf is a surf school and surf therapy program based in Ballina and Lennox Head for people with a disability or who are differently abled. So it's really individualised surf therapy sessions which cater to the person's abilities and their unique skills. And I also use an OT, an occupational therapy approach in my sessions. And so that involves really tailoring the sessions to their individual goals and addressing various skills in the sessions across like all domains. So we use surfing as the vehicle and the natural environment to deliver these sessions, but ultimately it can involve a lot more in the sessions as well. It would have been 3 years ago. I volunteered at the Disability Surfers Association Day and saw how amazing it was that there were so many people with a disability surfing and accessing the ocean. And at the time I was an occupational therapist working with kids with autism, and I just was absolutely frothing out at how amazing it was that my two passions could be together. And from that it kind of formed this beautiful little idea of how many kids I knew with autism that would love to surf but would love to do it in a more individualised setting where they feel, kind of addressing any of their social or emotional difficulties and just really making it a safe and supportive environment for them. So that was kind of when the idea started to come in, and thereafter it was about 2 years of a lot of challenges to get it up and running, which involved like the licensing, council permits, the legalities, the finances, also my own fears around actually being able to do something like this, because I realised that no one was really doing what I wanted this to be. There was also I guess like from some people as well, I had actually quite a bit of fear and negative comments thrown at me, and it was pretty tough at times. Like I almost gave up quite a few times, but there were these really beautiful little like synchronistic signs that I needed to keep going. One of them was winning a van called Party Queen from my friend in a raffle, and it had this giant blue wave over the side, and I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely something I have to keep doing. And also like a little Norwegian family donated me some surfboards, and at the time I had this one girl, Leilani, who I was doing OT with, and she'd been at the DSA days, and after that she would actually, in every session with me, she was like, Emma, let's go surfing. And she would like drop down to the ground, she'd show me her pop-up, and I was like, wow, this little angel is like really showing me that I need to keep doing this. I guess I knew that there was this massive need in our community for something like this. I also knew that it had the potential to be pretty big, and I didn't realise it would be this big, but I guess, it was really about just a deep knowing that I was meant to be doing this that helped me continue to pursue it. And so I started sessions officially once I got the license permit through Ballina about a year ago, and it was like the best day of my life with my first session, and I was just crying after the session because there's been such a massive journey to get there. And I think that the other thing which has come up in the last year was I was limited with my licensing from council to only do 2 sessions a day because I'm a surf school, and I actually, with the help from parents, was able to overcome that over a few months with testimonials. And we actually now in the Ballina and Lennox, so in the Ballina Shire now, people with a disability can engage in sessions in an unlimited capacity, so which is pretty amazing, like that's happened now for people in our community. Yeah. So the best part of my day would be, I guess, being able to experience like so many unique children in the ocean, and like how beautiful each one is, like blows my mind. But I think what's so wonderful is when they come to the start of the session and they might actually be a little bit withdrawn, they might seem a little bit flat, maybe a little nervous. And really it's like as soon as they hit the ocean, or maybe about 10 minutes in, they just like burst out of their skin and they're singing or they're laughing, some are dancing, some are making all these squeals and vocalizations, and it's just the most unbelievable feeling to be able to witness that and to see them having so much joy. So I was inspired to start surfing by my brothers. Growing up, we didn't live close to the beach, but they were bodyboarders, and so I got my own esky lid and like was trying to be a little bit of a bodyboarder, but never really took off for me. And then in my early 20s, like they transitioned to surfing, so I was like, obviously I'm going to do that too. Just looking up to them a lot, and yeah, so I started learning to surf in my early 20s, and yeah, it wasn't until I guess more like my mid-20s that I really started to really like enjoy the feeling of surfing and like take it on as something like I just had to have in my everyday. And that I guess was helping me after traveling overseas, and I'd been learning overseas in like Mexico and Central America. But coming back, there was a little part of me that was feeling a bit lost, and it was actually through the ocean that I was able to really reconnect with that part of me. And it was at a point where really it was one of the things in my life that just brought me this pure joy and happiness. And so I followed that passion and moved up to Byron Bay, as all surfers do. And that was when I really like, just for me, the shortboarding was like something that I just absolutely loved. And I loved being smashed by waves. I loved like just duck diving. I loved the challenge that I felt trying to learn to surf at, I guess, starting at a later age. It is the most challenging thing I've ever experienced, but the most rewarding, because that feeling of riding on a wave, I actually don't think there's another feeling like it, because it just gives you this like immense explosion of joy and happiness. And also all the waves you miss are just, and all the wipeouts you have, like it's all part of it, and I love that aspect of it. I also love that it puts me so in a place where I'm so present, and I'm so mindful that I don't actually consciously have to meditate. It's just I'm there and I'm doing it. And I think that feeling for me, I'm always leaving the ocean then feeling better. As soon as I get in the ocean, I feel better. And I think that, yeah, for me, it's also the community around, I think, which is why I think ability surf is something that works so beautifully, is that so many surfers are so inclusive, and they're so down to earth, and they're so connected to nature, that we all kind of just get something. And I'm not really sure what that is, but we just get it. Yeah.